Happy Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway, Home Services, California Properties, another Monday market moment. And this week we are going to answer the question, which quadrant is heating up? Which quadrant of San Diego based on the HomeDex report that just came out for the month of June. But first, let's look at the most recent stats. Right now, we have 6,753 homes for sale throughout the county. It's an increase of 66 from last week with a median list price of $975,000. Average days on market is 51. Right now, we have 2,297 homes in escrow. That's up 75 from last week. It's a welcome sign, seeing activity. Median list price, $890,000. A little bit lower than it was the week before. No change in average days on market, 35. Months of inventory, 3.60. It was 3.64, so a slight drop in the total months of inventory. Here's a chart showing total actives and total pendings. You can see a little bit of movement in both in the upward direction. Not a ton, but just a little bit. All right, how many homes came on the market last week? 903. It's a 84 home drop from the week before. So interesting, fewer homes coming on the market. Median list price, $939,000. New pendings 406, 53 more than the week before. So we saw a decrease in the number of homes coming on the market, an increase in the number of homes going into escrow. It's a good sign for activity. Median list price $879,500. Average days on market 34, 3-day drop. New pendings listed within the last week 12, within the last 2 weeks 111. So 3% of homes sold in a week or less. 27% sold in 2 weeks or less. So the week before, it was about 4% was selling in a week or less, so a slight drop, but 20% sold in 2 weeks or less. So we saw a big increase in the number of homes that went pending that were only on the market for 2 weeks. It's a welcome sign for home sellers. Last week, we saw 352 homes close escrow, 11 fewer than the week before. Median list price, $972,000. Higher than the week before, as was the median sales price to $967,500. Average days on market, 31. Least expensive sale, I don't believe it's ever been in Potrero before, but it was last week, $215,000. Most expensive sale we've seen Coronado before, $11 million. Here is the chart showing new actives, new pendings, and new closed sales. So you can see the number of new listings was similar to it had been a few weeks ago, but much lower than the week prior. But the number of homes that went pending, probably the biggest number in about 2 months. So that's a welcome sign for people looking to sell their home. Chart showing median list price and median sales price higher than it's been in quite a while. As I mentioned, the HomeDex report came out. That's from the North San Diego County Association of Realtors. This report breaks the county up into 4 quadrants: East County, Metro County, which is downtown and areas around there, North, South. Those are the 4 quadrants. The median sales price was up for East County, up for South County, but down for Metro and North. Percentage of original price received was down in every single category. So remember when it used to be that every quadrant had 101%, 102% of the list price? Now it's below that. Every quadrant had a higher days on market, and by quite a bit. In fact, in Metro, it's taking 50% longer now to sell a home than it did a year ago. Closed sales, the only one that was up was in East County. Is that the hottest quadrant? I think so. Do a deeper dive. In the East County, in the last few years, you can see the number of homes for sale went from 554, jumped up way up to 908. This year, 950, so much higher. But look at the closed sales, 359. It dropped to 324 last year, but up to 337. It's the only quadrant that had more sales this year than last year, even with higher interest rates. Some good activity going on in there. Days on market was up 42%, but the months of supply is only 3 months. If you look at Metro County, you can see how many homes we have for sale right now. It's about twice as many as was 2 years ago. But the number of closed sales has stayed consistent year after year after year. 617, 617, and now 614. Days on market up 50% in that quadrant. Months of supply, 3.4. Looking at North County is always fairly hot. You can see the number of homes for sale went from 1774 up to 2917. So not double, but quite a bit more. The number of sales, quite a bit lower, 963 to 892 to only 841. Months of supply is up to 3.5. Days on market, 31. And if you look at South County, you can see that we have about the same number of homes for sale as we did last year, but fewer sales. Sales a few years ago was 166, went up to 171 last year, and then this year down to 160. Days on market again up 26%. The good news is in South County, days on market's only 24, so a little over 3 weeks to sell a home, but months of supply 2.8. So that's pretty low. But I think the hottest quadrant probably is that East County. But it's good to see activity in all of them. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. I hope you have a great day and a great week. If you want the full HomeDex report, which shows all kinds of stats for every single zip code of San Diego County, just shoot me a text or an email. I'll be glad to help. Hope you have a great day and a great week. And I look forward to seeing you next Monday.